Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAKAKWADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my Akim Wa'akwathiam, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. All right. So, today's lesson is actually going to be about Jacob's trouble, and in addition to that, the fact that there were different. I've heard many different. What's the word? Dreams from many different brothers and sisters. It's like brothers in this truth, talking about all these things that have happened. I'm gonna link this video in the thing. This video from this brother. Really great dream. Super important to watch. Definitely go watch it. And he talks, I guess it puts fears in you to Yahawadah set you on the right path, so Yahawadah, you can get motivated through dreams like these. All right, because for me personally, I love hearing not just having my own dreams, but I also love hearing other brothers and sisters' dreams, because it's kind of like not necessarily a warning, but like something good to look forward to during Jacob's trouble. And that's honestly, speaking as a man through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, that's what I believe is going to happen for some fortunate brothers, okay, as what the scriptures say. We brought out Isaiah 65 and 13. It's basically, my impression is that there's going to be some brothers and sisters be, living it up, having it easy, okay, like basically like the complete opposite of what Israel, or we as Israelites are going through now. Okay, because right now we are suffering. We're stretching out money. We're stretching out food. We're stretching out whatever. All right, because we're living in poverty. We don't have a lot. All right, and the wicked, they are living up. They're enjoying themselves. They have more they can eat. They are full. All right, so trouble. I imagine that it's going to be the complete opposite. In addition to that, another thing that we need to understand is Proverbs chapter 12 verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Okay, so if we are deserving of having wickedness falling upon us, then of course yes, we're going to, during Jacob's trouble, yes, we're going to suffer. Okay, but at the same time, maybe okay, Slakia, let me correct my wording. At the same time, there are going to be some of us that are not going to have to go through much hardships during Jacob's trouble, because either we are doing a lot, someone is doing more work to clean up their act now or way back when and stuff like that, rather in comparison to someone who's still working on some stuff, who still has some misdeeds that they have to pay for. Okay, let me also get that as a matter of fact to prove that. Is it this one? Okay, it's this one. Slakia. Exodus chapter 34 verse 7, keeping mercies for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting fathers upon the children and upon the children's children onto the third and to the fourth generation. So yes, the Lord is merciful, all right, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that, there's not going to be any, judgment for a misdeed that someone does. So yes, of course, if someone does something wicked, or super evil, whatever, all right, the Lord's going to punish him for it. But at the same time, all right, if we need to understand that if we've already paid for it, all right, if we're not adding on to more stuff that we have to pay for, all right, then through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, then there's not going to be anything for us for. All right, so this should be the mindset that we need to have. Do our best to strive for perfection while we can now, so that during Jacob's trouble, it will be smooth sailing. Okay, the Lord's not gonna let some demons mistreat and misuse you if you're not deserving of it. Okay, as it says in Proverbs 12 verse 21, there shall no evil happen to the just. If you are just, if you are righteous, if you paid for all the misdeeds, the evil and wickedness that you've done, all right, then of course the Lord's going to protect you. Of course the Lord's not going to let evil fall upon you, all right? And in addition to that, you could be, obviously I don't know every brothers and sisters situation now, but the thing is that you could be suffering a lot now, okay? There could be some like unreasonable, seemingly over the top evils that are falling upon you now, all right, so that when it gets to Jacob's trouble, then you won't have to deal with that. Okay, all the problems, all the hardships that you were dealing with before, that you were dealing with now, okay, they're not going to be an issue during Jacob's trouble, because the Lord punished you. The Lord dealt with all your punishment. The Lord adjusted the weights of judgment, all right, prior to Jacob's trouble beginning, all right, and then now when it comes to Jacob's trouble, after you've paid all for the wickedness that you've done in not only in this life but in your previous, now you you have a clean slate. Now the Lord is letting you giving you a free ride through the hardships and troubles of Jacob's trouble. All right, so let me actually play a little bit of this. All right, because I'm gonna link this in the description, but I definitely want to see if I can find a few things.
In the passenger side of my vehicle, I was on a bridge in traffic, right? And the bridge was flooded, about 2 feet of water or something. It was enough water and not too much water to where trucks couldn't drive or cars couldn't drive, but it was a bridge. I was very certain it was a bridge that was flooded with water. So I'm over on the right side of this bridge that's being flooded with water, and then when I woke up, like inside the vehicle, I'm like, yo, what the hell happened? I'm like, why am I here? What the hell what's going on? So I'm noticing the traffic moving slowly through the flood, and some vehicles, I remember seeing a FedEx vehicle drive off the bridge, drove right off the bridge. But traffic was flowing slowly, where I could see it on the left side, and I'm like, yo, what the hell? So
one thing I will say is he does definitely break down the meaning of the meaning of the dream. So definitely, again, like I said, watch the entire video. I'm gonna link it in the description. All right, but the thing is, like, and again, I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I don't want to just take away from. I don't want to just take away from the lesson that he taught. Okay, very important So I just want to, show off a bit of the dream. And he said a bridge that's flooded, which again, not again, but that does sound weird, sounds odd. But again, it is something that is, what's the word, spiritual. Okay, something that we need to have a better understanding towards. All right. So and the thing is, Slakia, the thing is, different brothers, because I know I had a dream. I had a dream not too long ago, and I was definitely able to understand the meaning behind it, break down certain parts on why certain stuff was there, and it's definitely different for each brother. But the main thing is, when he said he was scared, he wasn't Slaki. No, that's not true. Bear with me. He basically said that the atmosphere of it was intended to incite fear. All right, the atmosphere was intended to incite fear, and he wasn't scared, and that is what we need to have in a scary environment. All right, we aren't supposed to fear. We're supposed to fear. The only fear we're supposed to have is towards Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, we're not supposed to have fear any man, any situation, because as long as we are doing what we're supposed to be doing, all right, there shall no evil happen to the just. If you are a righteous man of the Lord, all right, there is no fear. You should not be having any fear that anything bad is going to happen to you. All right, this is a very, very important thing. All right, which is why after so many dreams, okay, after so many stories I've heard, so many dreams I've heard from brothers and whatnot. All right, like all these dreams, they don't scare me as much anymore. I can understand and acknowledge the fearful atmosphere. All right, but even then, even the brother in that lesson, the dream that he's told, even he said he wasn't scared. He said he wasn't scared specifically. All right, and that's what we need to be. We can't be afraid of. Well, we're supposed to acknowledge that this is supposed to be something that normal people are afraid of, but we cannot be afraid being spiritual men of the Lord. All right, this is very important to acknowledge, and as well as implement and fortify in our minds. All right. Now, another thing I like about dreams is Numbers chapter 12 verse 6. And he said, "Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I the Lord will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful." Okay, well, yeah, basically verse 6, okay? If there be a prophet among you, all right, I the Lord will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. So the Lord speaks to his prophets, speaks to the men, to his servants in these dreams. This is why these dreams are so important. This is why when someone has a dream, I pay extra close attention, as well as the fact that you brothers and sisters should be paying extra close attention to them, as well as brothers and sisters, all right, that break down the meaning behind these dreams, as well as just the fact that something like this happens. Like if what happens in his dream is gonna actually happen, then of course then you're going to want to know. All right, you're gonna want to know that there's gonna be a flood or something like that. All right, so so as a result, we need to we should be. Let me actually get. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse from the top. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, so all these dreams, all these signs, all the prophecies that are coming to pass, all the things that we see, all right, these are the things that are letting us know and showing us that, you know what, Yahawashi is about to return. All right, Yahawashi is about to return. The Lord's about to send judgment onto Babylon. We're about to get out of here. We're about to be done with this wicked captivity, these wicked ass people, these demons and stuff like that. All right, we're getting that much closer and closer to the end, and this is why we, you know, we're so patient. We're patient, yes, but at the same time we're like, what's it called? We're fiending for more and more signs. We're fiending for more and more, you know, prophecies, dreams, and whatnot. All right, because we want the Lord to hasten the return of Yahawashi. We want Yahawashi to return to be quick and to be instant. All right. Joel chapter 2 verse 28, and it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. So this is one of the things that we have to look forward to. The fact that there are going to be dreams. There's going to be people prophesying. All right. This again, as I said, all right. These are all signs that we are looking forward to the end. All right. And of course, you know, the dream that he had, it definitely goes. You didn't hear it in this video, but he definitely goes into how it was Jacob's trouble. All right. And I think I had like one or two dreams that I did that I made into lessons on about Jacob's trouble as well. Moving on. Okay, over here. Same thing, Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Again, more and more prophecy showing that this is what is. These are the signs of the end times. Okay, these are the signs that we need to see for us to be delivered. These are the signs that we need to pay attention to say that, okay, you know what, we need to correct our behavior. Okay, straighten up. Okay, because stop being lazy, and you know, make haste to keep the commandments. Make haste to better ourselves, to do better, and follow after the words of YAHAWAH Shem Yahawashi. All right, in everything that we do. Okay, stop being lazy. Speaking to myself first and foremost. All right. Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup had assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So, final thing, I know I was, a big thing about what I wanted to talk about was how people, or slacking, not people, but we, in being in this truth, have nothing to worry about during Jacob's trouble. But at the same time, it's not going to be an easy thing if we've done stuff. Okay, so if you have something to pay, if you're not repenting, if there's still some issues that you have to work out with yourself, because salvation is personal. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So you are the only one that can determine if the Lord's, or not necessarily, of course, but you have to take your own steps towards your salvation. So if you want to make it to the kingdom of heaven on the right side, on the right path, through the right gate, all right, then you gotta make the adjustments and fix yourself. All right, you can't just be a slacker. All right. So as a result, if you aren't, or if there's just some things you have to pay for, then the Lord is gonna, the Lord might make you go through some hardships, might make you suffer during Jacob's trouble. Which Yahawadah, I pray, if you want this truth sincerely, I pray that you won't have to go through it. Pray that it will be smooth sailing to the kingdom of heaven for you. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.